Hello, today we're going to discuss name signs in ASL and the questions that you might have about the rules. The point of the book is to discuss throughout the lecture. The book that we're going to discuss throughout the lecture is The Book of Name Signs by Rachel Arizona. Well, there's a lot of important information in this book, all different concepts that we're going to discuss in the lecture. It was printed in 1992. It's not new today, but you'll understand the concept of the name signs. It's a subject I really enjoy. Okay, here we go. What do you think about this? All communities around the world, all the way around the world, have different names. And they're all specific to the region, but the important thing is to have a way. Labels and brands, they all have different names. The point is to have one, and have one that you like. All right. What's in a name, and the rules of a name? All different people have names. Some of them are odd around the country. Some of them you need to really analyze and look through it and understand the rules if there's a deeper meaning. And then you finally understand the different rules and you can understand it more. What about the deaf community? You're given a name sign in ASL. And other people have name signs too. Some are finger spelled, some are not. Unfortunately, they don't have a name sign that's traditional. There are a lot of deaf people and deaf children that are not given traditional names, same name signs. And a lot of them novice signers are not aware of the rules. There are two different types of name signs. There's ANS and DNS. ANS means arbitrary name sign, and I'll explain. Like, a state, or a C on the chin, a D on the shoulder. What does it mean? What does a C on the chin mean? I don't know. There are a lot of names around the world that start with a C. Oh, it may mean she have dimples on her chin, or freckles on her chin. No. Or maybe she has a scar on her chin. No. There are a few different, ways to do that you might prefer. Maybe if what you notice is not clear, maybe it's in the family. All of the people in the family have that specific name sign right on the hand. But if you didn't know that, if you were in the family, you wouldn't know that. But when you meet them and have a relationship, you'll understand. DNS, however, what does this mean? It means that she has dimples, or curly hair, or freckles on the cheek, or freckles on your forehead. There are different names for that. They're hand shapes. They're not the ABCs. They're classifiers. And they're all different types of hand shapes. All right. Rules for both ANS and DNS. We move the sign twice. That means it's a proper noun. But if you do it that way, there could be two movements. If you have a really long name that has 3 letters, I feel like, oh my gosh, it's too much to fingerspell, so you put 3 of them together. It is acceptable to only do 2 names, or 2 letters of the name. It breaks the rules if you do 3. It feels more comfortable, or if you feel more comfortable, you can tweak it. Next, it's rare to see a C on the shoulder because that means cop. So that it's the reason why, you wouldn't do that. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm just again and again and again. Yeah. I mean, you can change it, and depends on the relationship you have. I don't know. I missed that concept. It starts in residential schools. ANS started in residential schools. I'll explain more. All the teachers in a hearing school were deaf, right? And they didn't have a high competency of what to do, and how are we going to differentiate all the students and their names? So here, I'll just give you this name, sign name, this sign name, and this sign name. It's really easy to remember. And you grow up and you have that sign name. That's ANS. It's just like that. It's becoming less and less rare for them to have, or deaf people to have ANS names. They want to have more DNS names, like an X on the chin. And there are different ways to do DNS, or different DNS rules, and why. There are common mistakes in creating a name sign. It's so confusing whenever you combine ANS and DNS. Like if there's an S where a girl named Sam and she winks a lot. Oh, I understand. I'm confused why you pull from ANS and you pull from the DNS explanation. You put it together. You can't do that. That breaks the rules. Now, for example, like if you have high blood pressure, and what's your name sign like that, what do? You need to be careful. And naturally in the book, you need to honor the name sign rules. You need to earn your name sign. All the all the interpreters want to have a name sign right away. And when they finally get one, they feel so much better, like they're catching up. They earn their name sign and they become a part of the community. But if you just get a sign name, no, that's not cool. You shouldn't combine ANS and DNS. It's important to know. For you to earn, just wait, and finally, you'll get your name sign. I don't know what it's going to be. But my deaf friend gave me my name sign. Well, many people say, wait, a deaf person gave me my sign name. It's D because I have curly hair. It could be one of three reasons. One, the deaf person sees that the novice is so super, super happy and they want to have a name sign, and so we'll just give them a name sign and ignore the rules and just about it. Number two, we want to separate, the difference between a hearing person and a deaf signer. Like if a girl likes to dance and her name starts with a D, we'll just do dance and, oh my gosh, my name is Dance. I'm so excited. When you meet another person, oh my gosh, my name is that. My name sign is this. But now I want to separate the difference between a hearing signer and a deaf signer. The third reason is that, some deaf signers don't know the rules. They're not familiar themselves with the system. What does Catherine mean? I'll make up this story. There's a girl, her name is Julie. What does that mean? That's an odd question. Why would you ask that? I don't know. I was born that way. My parents gave it to me. That's it. Like the reason why. Why? Oh, it seems like many people want to know why. Why is your name this? And some people are confused if it's DNS or if it's ANS, if it's combined. People want to know why, the reason why it's combined. And my name is John. Why is your name John? Oh, I love baseball. Yeah, but okay, you broke the rules of DNS and ANS. Okay, that's fine. But no, wait a second. Your name is John. It's really short. You could just finger spell it. No, Okay, that's fine. I would encourage students to learn this. Why? I mean, if you see different, the difference between, if you know the difference between DNS and ANS, you can, recognize, oh, okay, this means this. She probably has dimples or freckles, and you'll understand. You'll have a better understanding and you won't be confused. I mean, why? You do that. You're skinny. Oh, when I was a baby, I used to cry a lot. Sometimes, like, if you're in the community and you have deaf friends and you maybe have co-workers and same name sign, I mean, what do you do? Okay, the eldest of a deaf person has priority in keeping their name. Okay. If it's a similar sign, give the person their first or 2 letters in their name. First name, last name, first name, middle name. Hi, it's really nice to meet you. My name is Rachel. That's my sign name. I feel like the name sign, you should just fingerspell it, and that should be it. I mean, if people come up to you and they're like, oh, my name is name sign. This is my name sign. And when we're chatting, I mean, if you don't know someone and you just meet them and you're like, oh yeah, I was, I'm missing this. Maybe if you meet somebody in the, I think when you meet someone in the community and they don't know your actual sign, they only know your name sign, then it gets confusing sometimes. I think that's what she was saying. Hey, Bubba. All right. ASL, it has one rule about this. Hey. Oh my, oh, I cannot believe you. Oh, can you do this for me? Please, please, please tell me. Those 2 are English, and that's fine. People talk like that all the time, but only in ASL there's only one, and that's the 3rd one. But if you're talking about someone and they're not in the room. Fingerspelled name signs. If they have 3, 4, 5 letters, most of them tend to be name signed. I mean, fingerspelled. Or if they have like a double letter in the name, they're fingerspelled. Z is just not really accepted. It's very, very rare, and it's hard, so you just fingerspell it. Interesting fact, the parents don't know that. Hey, keep going. I don't know why I paused. It would be awesome if the parents could take, some ASL classes, so they could learn the language for their kids. But most, name signs are given by teachers. Sometimes most of the name signs are ANS. Sometimes you can play around with name signs. Like if you're a name sign or something and you just kind of want to create it, you want to play with it. Or like the President Nixon. Oh, because he lied a lot. Oh, and his name starts with N, so you combine the 2, ANS, DNS, you can break the rules. But if you're playing around with it, it's fine. But usually you want to keep it the way it is. Wow, finally we're finished. It was published in 1992, and a lot of years have passed, and 80% of name signs are in ANS, 20% are in DNS. more deaf people are leaning toward having DNS name signs and not ANS name signs, because that was something of the past and now they want to have something new. And they don't want to have that, they want to change it into DNS. We feel stronger, we feel better about the community, you know? And here are the references from my presentation. Awesome.